In an earlier part of my life, I prosecuted a lot of crime, organized criminals in particular, a little bit of terrorism, but mostly organized criminals. And that would be sort of the analogy that I very often use. And I think about it, and I can never remember anybody coming into my office, knocking on my door, and saying, "I want to tell you about the Gambino crime family." Nobody comes in and tells you about it. You know how we found out about it? We had to intrude into their activities. We had to breach their privacy. We had to have electronic surveillance. We had to have informants, spies, if you will. We had to get into their affairs, both here and in Italy and all over the world. And by getting into their affairs, we could find out about the murders they were planning. We could find out about the drug deals they wanted to do. We could find out about the businesses they were controlling, so we could take those businesses away from them. We could find out about the unions they were controlling, and we could take those unions away from them. This is very, very much the same thing that we have to do with terrorism. But it requires being on offense. It requires understanding that you need the tools like the Patriot Act and legal electronic surveillance. And you can see that the Democrats are very, very uncomfortable on all of this, as they are on Iraq and everything else. And they want to, and here's what I really believe they want to do. They want to go back to the way they were doing it in the 1990s, which is, let's be on defense, let's negotiate, let's bring in the United Nations, or let's bring in France, and let's bring in Germany, and let's... You didn't agree with that. I was shocked.